blood test number 3 done so far this week, and I've got another one scheduled for tomorrow and Friday, so I'm gonna get 5 blood tests done in 1 week, which is insane. Hi guys, so I'm here going in for my follow-up appointment this afternoon, and I'm feeling very, very anxious and nervous to see if my HCG levels have risen again and enough. But at the same time, I felt great today. I've had no cramping, I've had no bleeding, and I've felt really good. So, wait and see. So I sat there for literally an hour and my results still aren't back yet. So I'm still in limbo. I've got an appointment tomorrow morning with the specialist people, and she says hopefully they should be able to give me some answers soon. So as you guys know, I've been having a really crappy last week. There's a beautiful girl that probably some of you have heard me talk about before called Zoe. So Zoe and I have actually connected from YouTube. So she's got a YouTube channel as well, and she's an Australian mum. And we have only been talking for about 3 weeks, but I swear it feels like I've known this girl forever. We just like clicked straight away. As soon as we started talking, I talk to her every single day. It's the craziest thing. We've never actually even met in person. But you know when you just click with someone, we just have like the same sort of outlook on life, and we seriously just click. Like that's the only way for me to describe it. Like we just click. She is just the most beautiful person, and today I'll show you guys in a second, but she got something beautiful delivered at my doorstep, and I actually broke down and had a few tears. The timing of it was like perfect. I feel like, as you guys probably seen the last couple of days, I felt like I'm at like wit's ends with everything, and it's just so lovely for somebody to go out of the way to do something like that just to make your day. But I'll show you guys what she got me. It's absolutely beautiful, and I'm like, I'm so grateful because it was just like the timing of getting this today was just like perfect, and it honestly made my day, it made my week. It's probably the only like really lovely thing that's happened this week, and yeah, so thank you so much, Zoe.
They're good flowers, eh? They're gangster.
Beautiful. Good morning everybody. So I woke up this morning, went to the toilet, and more bleeding. It wasn't as much as the first time, but still to continue to see little bits of blood is obviously very distressing when you're pregnant, especially when I've already been for scans and they say that I should be nearly 7 weeks and they can't see anything inside my stomach. There's just like so many emotions. I've got another appointment this morning at the early pregnancy clinic type thing. They actually specialize in early pregnancies because A, I've been bleeding, B, I had a little bit of pain a couple of days ago, C, they think I have a cyst on my right ovary, D, I could be having an ectopic pregnancy, E, they can't see any baby in my tummy when they do a scan. But all of this could also come down to me being really early in my pregnancy, like earlier than I think, having implantation bleeding and implantation pain. I had a cyst on my ovary with Miller as well, so that's not really anything out of the ordinary for me. And it is just a waiting game, but it is so stressful. So hopefully at the appointment today, when they do another blood test, they can sort of half see what's going on, whether my blood levels have risen enough or not, and hopefully soon they can actually see something in my womb. I've got to go quickly pick up the paperwork from my GP this morning because my HCG levels came through last night, and I'm really nervous to see the numbers, but at the same time it's something that I need to do because I know if they haven't doubled over the last 72 hours, then that's a pretty good indication that things might not be going to plan. Whereas if they have, then maybe everyone's just freaking out too quickly. Trying to stay strong because I can't think of the worst possible outcome yet. So I just went to the toilet again and more bleeding. Okay guys, so I am on my way to go pick up my blood test results from yesterday, and then straight from there I've got to go to where I've now been referred to. So it's like a early pregnancy assessment, like specialist place. I feel like I'm gonna have a nervous breakdown. I've already cried like 4 times this morning because I am bleeding again. It's not really heavy bleeding or anything like that. It's actually quite light, like it's probably classified as spotting, but just with everything going on and all the different things that I've been told I could potentially have going wrong, it's just obviously another thing for me to stress about, and I'm feeling super duper anxious. So just thought I'd check in and let you guys know how I am feeling at the moment. Also, I am going to do all of this on my own today, which I think is making me even more nervous. Going to a normal doctor's appointment on my own at the moment to get the blood results and stuff like that isn't stressing me out, but for this being my first appointment, going to see these specialists and not having Kurt there is making me really sort of upset and feel worse. But Kurt has just got so much on at work at the moment, and I can't expect him to just drop everything to be there when it might be nothing. And I'm not currently working, so we literally can't afford for him to just be having time off work. So yeah, just not having Kurt here too is definitely making the whole thing, I think, a bit harder. Okay guys, so the results are in. I'm hoping for maybe like 1300 or more. That's what it should be. I don't even want to look. What was it? Oh, not looking good. 842. Not looking good. So, within 3 days, it's not gone up much. Okay, I'm probably gonna have to call Kurt. I really want him to meet me there, because I don't think it's gonna be good news.
Hello.
Hello. The results aren't looking too good.
Oh no.
Yes.
What? How much further today?
It's 842, so it was 652 3 days ago, and it should have tripled.
Yeah, okay.
So it's not looking too good.
Not good at all.
No.
What is, so what's going now? You go see another doctor?
Yeah.
Is that more so looking like it's going to be what they were saying it's going to be, or?
It could be an ectopic like they thought, or like it could be that I'm just going to miscarry. I don't really know. I'm thinking it might be the ectopic. I'm not sure.
You right?
Yeah, I'm okay.
So your mum's back home with Noah?
Yeah, she's at home with Miller.
Oh, not good at all.
No. So do you think you could potentially meet me there, or not really?
Yeah, I could try, yeah.
It would just be so much easier to have you there if it's not what you know what I mean? Like it's not looking very good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, no worries at all.
Okay. Love you, hun.
Oh, I'll just give him a call.
Okay. Let me know how you go.
Okay. Yeah, love you, bye.
Love you, bye. I'm feeling so many emotions right now. I really need to pull myself together because I'm going in for my appointment, but I just knew by those results, I was like, if they're looking good, then I can probably start to get hopeful, but because they're looking actually quite bad, it's really hit me. I literally feel heartbroken. But I know these things just happen and it's just life, and whatever's meant to be will be, but it's really upsetting. And if I'm having an ectopic pregnancy like they think, then that's going to be even worse because you have to wait for at least 3 months to try again, which is fine. I know in the big picture that's a no time and it's all fine, but you know, when you get the excitement and you're so happy that you are, you just sort of like want it to happen again. I'm so happy Kurt's coming to meet me because I'm an emotional wreck and I feel like it's just going to be bad news, and I really need him here by my side to hear like what's going on. And yeah, it's a horrible thing to have to go through, and I really hope I don't have to go through it again. But at least now, like if I go here and they say to me that's what's happening, this is what's happened, at least I can get upset and finally move forward and move on. Like I feel like the past week I've sort of known something's up, but then I've still had that false hope because there's always been a chance of it just being that I'm early on. But now seeing those numbers, I know that it's definitely more likely that something bigger is happening, and hopefully today they can just tell me straight up what's going on and I can just like move forward. I seriously would never even wish this whole experience upon my worst enemy. It has been like so tiring and draining and just messed with my emotions so much. And like I said, it's been heartbreaking, like to think that you're having another little baby and then for everything to just come tumbling down in front of you is obviously hard enough on its own, and this is just a part of life, and unfortunately I'm just one of those people that has to go through this, and I know it's super common and most people go through at least one. I guess I just stayed hopeful that hopefully this time round I wasn't going to be that one, but Okay, so I just got out of seeing the doctor and they said most probably with those blood levels I'm gonna miscarry. There's a small chance that maybe I won't, but she did say that an ectopic pregnancy is very, very, very unlikely, especially because it's on my ovary. She said it's most probably just a cyst like you have with Miller, and it's like only a 1 in 10,000 chance. And because I'm feeling so well and I'm not feeling sick in any way, haven't had a ton of bleeding or anything like that, she's like, I think your body is just going to naturally miscarry, which, as bad as that sounds, is so much better than having to potentially remove an ovary or have one of those shots that they need to give you. And when you have to have one of those shots, you can't actually try to conceive for about 3 to 4 months. So at least if that's the case, Kurt and I can just try again straight away, even though it might not happen again straight away. But still in limbo. She's like, you never know, you could go get a blood test done tomorrow, which is what I need to do. And she goes, it could have just skyrocketed. And she said could be really super high, and she said in that case we'd go get a scan done and see if we can see anything, because perhaps I am earlier on than I think. So that is still a really slight possibility, but she said even so your numbers should be doubling. So they're sort of thinking that I'm gonna have a miscarriage, which, as weird as it sounds, at least now I can kind of accept that and move on. I've had the biggest cries this morning, but I kind of find comfort in knowing what's actually going to happen. So right now I'm just going on assuming that my body is going to miscarry sort of when the time is right, and that this pregnancy is not going to be viable, because holding on to the hope is really, as weird as it sounds, crushing me at the moment, because I keep getting my hopes up and then I keep getting let down, and I'm just sort of going with what the doctor says. She says most probably I'm going to miscarry. I'm just going to have to try my absolute best to try to move forward and just thank my lucky stars for Miller and look at all of the blessings in my life. And might take me a while. It probably is gonna honestly take me a little while to heal. I never thought having a miscarriage it would hurt this much, because you know that they're not actually fully anything yet, but then at the same time you know how beautiful the outcome is when you've had a baby as well. So I'm just feeling a million emotions right now. I just said to Kurt, let's go home. It's a pretty nice sunny day today, which is the first non-miserable day we've had in weeks. And I said, let's go down the beach when Miller wakes up from a nap and go for a swim or do something. I said, I just need to get out of the house. So I will keep you guys posted. I've got another blood test tomorrow morning. Then Friday I've got to come for another follow-up to basically just see what the results are and what actions we need to take next. It's definitely going to be a long next couple of days. I'll think I'm okay and I'll feel fine 1 minute, and then the next minute I'll just break down crying again. And all I can do is wait. So guys, I've just hopped out of the shower, as you guys can probably tell. And ever since I've gotten up this morning, I have felt full-blown morning sickness, like I want to spew. I don't vomit often at all, which is kind of frustrating because it's sort of getting my hopes up again, because I am feeling the exact same way that I did feel with Miller early on. Every single time I go to the toilet, I'm just waiting for that bleed, because I know that chances are that's what's going to happen. It's only like, I think they said a 15% chance or less that my pregnancy will continue. But this morning I full-blown feel pregnant, which I have anyway. I've been having symptoms, but this is the first morning that I've had that queasiness and feeling like I wanted to vomit, which I know when you're going to miscarry, those things can still happen, but gosh, it gives you false hope. So we're just about to leave now to go up to the hospital and sort of hear the end verdict. We're actually both feeling okay. Hey, you feeling okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're both feeling okay. I feel like we've sort of like not come to terms with it, but we're knowing sort of what to expect, because it is really high chances, 85% chance that we're going to miscarry. So I feel like we're sort of ready to hear that, or as ready as we're going to be at the moment anyway. Hi guys, so unfortunately, this month just wasn't our month, and the timing's just not right, and it obviously just wasn't meant to happen, but hopefully next time